What is up, you lazy flip flop wearing steering wheel holders? So, uh, something that I'm wanting to go over just for my own entertainment. Um, I'm gonna list off a few poorly named trucking companies. Um, One thing I'm not going to include in this list is small companies that are unheard of. Um, which, I mean, yeah, there are some poorly named small companies that y'all might know of that I don't, some that I might know of that you don't. But these are just, I'm just going to stick with the large carriers that you see all the time. Another thing I'm not going to include on this list is made up acronyms. Um, and the reason being is because if you put in enough time, if you have enough time, too much time on your hands, yeah, you can come up with some good acronyms for every company. So it's not very original, and I'm not going to include it in this list. And it's not nothing original because I mean everyone knows a lot of them already for large companies like my own company, Crete. Yeah, certified retards endangering truckers everywhere. There's that one for you. I'm using that at my own company's expense. And then also, I'm sure many of you know about 20 of them for Swift. But, so yeah, I'm not going to use made up acronyms. But I'm going to start this list off with Western Express. It's a company name that don't make sense to me because they're based out of Nashville, Tennessee. Uh, it's not the western side of this nation. It's not the western side of Tennessee. There's nothing western about Western Express. Um, Maybe if they had some cowboy crap in their logo or something, it might make sense. I don't know. The only thing I can actually come up with that's relatable to their name is that they're on the western side of the time zone line that runs down through Tennessee. But that's about it. It's a company name. It don't make sense to me. And another next one is Frozen Food Express. Nothing wrong with that name, Frozen Food Express. It's the when you see their logo, it's abbreviated FFE. And many of you who served out an extended sentence know where I'm headed to with that, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, next on the list is Trans Am, which the Pontiac Trans Ams have existed for about 20 years before Trans Am trucking had ever come of. Which, I mean, I understand how they come up with the name, but it's an iconic muscle car that's already existed before a transportation across America existed. It's not a very original name. It makes about as much sense to me as um, Chevy Scottsdale Express, um, which, yeah, there might be a small company named that actually, but I don't know. Next on the list is Yellow. The reason why I've included that one in my list is if you see their logo, it's orange. It's black and orange. Now maybe when that I don't know, but maybe when that company first started, maybe they had yellow in their logo. But I would say if they've changed the logo over time, either drop the name yellow or keep the color yellow in the logo. It's what would make sense to me. Next on the list is KLLM. That name, those letters are actually the names of the founders of that company. And that's the reason why that exists. But I still think it's a horrible name to have, because that is literally the word kill 'em with just the consonants in the word. Now, the last one on the list, I don't know how I don't know how ignorant you got to be to name a company this, but the name of this company is Super Ego. To name a company that, I mean, that name is literally another word for narcissist. I mean, in the trucking industry, leaving all the jokes aside about companies that are made fun of, and the culture, the flip flop and elastic britches culture that's growing in this industry, all that aside, when you come into this industry, whenever you're driving a truck, you have to leave your ego behind you. I mean, that is, it's just a disrespectful name to put on a truck, to be honest with you. I really don't know anything. I don't know how to interpret that name in a positive way at all. I mean, it's. I don't know. I mean, I don't see how people would want to drive for that company. Um, I've actually tried looking into it to find out where the name had come of for that company, and I come up with nothing. But maybe if there is something behind that name, let me know, because from the way I sit right now, that is, I mean, that is the most horrible name to name a company that I've seen so far. I mean, yeah, there is worse names that there could be, but yeah, that is the worst that I've seen. A disrespectful name. If I don't see how anybody would want to drive for them, because I mean, if I was stuck in that, I would be so humiliated pulling a trailer with that name on that trailer, or driving a truck with that name on my door. But yeah, if somebody knows something behind that, let me know. But yeah, and that's all I'm going to leave on that one. So be safe out there. Leave your ego behind you, and don't drink the fish tank cleaner. Thanks.